They leaked and was like, yo, it's cool, we got him, but I'm tired of giving the extra 7. I know it ain't hitting Bomber, but whoever it is.
Damn.
It might be a little bit of inside. I like what you saying here, Teague. You know what I'm saying? They might be leaking some stuff. Say, hey, look, it's on we can get ahead of this. And we tired of paying y'all anyway, because boy, Uncle Dennis wasn't playing with him. Well, he was asking for ownership in other teams. He need a private plane. My boy said off the court endorsement money. I need all that.
Jeff Teague talks about the Clippers exposing Kawhi Leonard. Check out what he had to say, and then I'll come back with my comments.
All right, man. The Clippers, man. It's been reports today looking to move on from Kawhi, man.
They moving on from Kawhi, they just not building around him no more.
We've heard that. Obviously, I think they're not building around him anymore, but I think with some of the heat they're getting from Pablo Torre's investigation, you know what I'm saying? They trying to save face in the situation right now. Now you seeing they don't think he's a franchise player. We didn't hear about that last year. He been doing the same stuff he been doing.
Well, I think they might have leaked it.
Okay.
But I think
that's what it sounded like.
I think the franchise might have leaked this info. They probably got tired of paying.
Okay.
And they trying to do an investigation. And like, hey, we trying to get the uncle out the way, man. We trying.
I don't know about that, because when you try to leak information like this, allegedly, potential money laundering between a company that's a scam just to pay Kawhi, I think that'd be too much to leak unless the information just got out there and you got to defend it. But even though they may be tired of Kawhi, tired of the uncle, I don't think they're that clever enough to leak this information and be unscathed as far as not facing any punishment. So I think they would rather deal with Kawhi and the uncle than to leak this potential information. But you never know. But I highly doubt that Steve Ballmer and the Clippers dislike Kawhi that much to put themselves in jeopardy by leaking such crazy information as far as all this money and moving back and forth with it. I think it's just too much to deal with as far as the headache from a legal perspective. I don't think this is true, but you know how Jeff Teague is. He kind of think a different way when it comes to certain things in the NBA.
I'm moving him around, man. He keep hitting us. He keep hitting our hand.
Yeah.
Talking about where that $7 million at every year.
And Kawhi not playing either. We kind of tired of both of y'all, for real.
For real, bro.
Damn.
I'm giving y'all all this money. You ain't brung no championship. Y'all promised me a chip.
And you did.
You told me you was gonna be available. You ain't playing.
We had to get rid of PG. Yeah, man. I'm not mad if they do like move on from him though. I get it.
Yeah, it may be time to move on from Kawhi. I'm surprised, if Kawhi is this much of a headache, the uncle and just everything surrounding his team, why get rid of Paul George instead of Kawhi Leonard? I know Paul George wanted that money and he was only going to get it in Philly. But if you part ways with Kawhi and potentially pay Paul George, you may not be dealing with this legal thing. But Kawhi, he's so quiet. He don't really talk like that. And then the uncle's doing all the talking, representing him, I guess, as an agent. As an agent, you're going to ask for crazy things. But if he had to go through moving mountains just to pay Kawhi Leonard an extra $28 million when you're the seventh richest person in the world, Steve Ballmer, I don't think Kawhi Leonard's worth that headache doing stuff under the table just to pay him. It's just too much stuff. But they find themselves in this insane situation and they got a lot of questions to answer.
You bringing a lot, bro. You and your uncle, y'all doing a lot.
Y'all making the block hot, bro, because this operation is going to go on.
Y'all bringing a lot of trouble, bro.
Go on to Minnesota, Kawhi.
I think they really is trying to end and stop them payments, though. They leaked and was like, yo, it's cool, we got him, but I'm tired of giving the extra 7. I know it ain't hitting Ballmer, but whoever it is, was like, man, I'm tired.
Yeah, and they had a report that came out this morning from Yahoo Sports, and they basically was just like, you look at the timeliness of the situation when it's supposed to start, and then randomly there's a $21 million donation to Experian, the company, you know what I'm saying, from the Clippers CFO, and it's like, all right, man.
Damn.
It might be a little bit of inside. I like what you saying here, Teague. You know what I'm saying? They might be leaking some stuff, say, hey, look, it's on we can get ahead of this, and we tired of paying y'all anyway, because boy, Uncle Dennis wasn't playing with him. Well, he was asking for ownership in other teams. He need a private plane. My boy said off the court endorsement money. I need all that.
Again, the only way this gets leaked if they know there was some legal stuff that may be going on and the feds reached out to them and then they had to spill the beans. But Pablo Torre had to figure this out. Yeah, the information was there, but he was the only person to piece this puzzle together. So I just think it caught them off guard. I don't believe they thought someone would look into this, the numbers, the potential company, the money back and forth. So I know Steve Ballmer, he's trying to be accountable, but he can't be all the way honest only because this looks like money laundering if it is true. Funneling money through a scam company to pay a player. I get it, Kawhi Leonard, NBA champion multiple times, but he's not worth you potentially looking bad business-wise and losing your franchise. because don't know if he's going to be forced to sell or not. It may not be that much of a NBA crime, but it still makes Steve Ballmer and the Clippers look like trash.
What do you ask the Lakers, man?
House,
Ownership.
private jet,
Yeah, Lakers for ownership.
ownership.
Uncle Dennis, a wild boy.
He clowning.
What did Uncle Dennis used to do?
So that's drug.
That's real finesse.
He might be
Be
big
careful,
bro.
T.
for real. That's a real big bro.
Hey, big bro.
Goddamn.
Oh, we just play allegedly.
Yeah, we gonna put-
No, he lesson from Braun.
Yeah, we ain't got
allegedly.
it.
We ain't got it.
We ain't got it.
Allegedly.
That
We'd
shit
love
gonna-
you to come
that
on.
shit bounce, bro.
Uncle Dennis, yeah, come talk. Yeah,
We have a lot to ask you about.
I need to figure out this Kawhi still draw that Tahoe or not.
I just want to know if all this is real, y'all. This just sounds too fake, bro.
It's real, bro.
Oh, it's real, my
Man,
boy.
allegedly.
That's real
man.
deal.
Allegedly.
Not all
Allegedly.
the stuff that we think is real, but some of the transactions that they've confirmed is real. Everything else, obviously, is still to be determined. But
Because Pablo ain't said allegedly one time. This is real. He's for real.
and he is
I'm
interviewing
tired.
people of the.
Yeah, it's crazy though. Yeah, everything is alleged, but the receipts that Pablo Torre was able to pull allegedly interviewed people within that company talking about it looks a certain way that, you know, they're losing money, but Steve Ballmer's still funding and investing. If a company's pretty much like a falling knife, you don't put more money into it unless that's a company you own and you're trying to keep it afloat. So yeah, this was $28 million, but allegedly it could have been way more money put in by Steve Ballmer. So again, Steve Ballmer is looking real crazy right now, denying it. Adam Silver got a lot of questions to answer. He's all over the place like he didn't know the company and then had to backtrack like he didn't know of this contract. So a lot of people are saying things that may be true or not true, but it does make the NBA look bad. Definitely makes Steve Ballmer and the Clippers look bad. As far as Kawhi, he gonna do what he do. Maybe this has happened before, but I think it's more common when you have a sponsor of the team or the team works with different companies and they put their players on. But for you to put money into a company that's fading, a potential scam company allegedly, just to pay a player, it is a lot for Kawhi Leonard. I can understand a player that's actually playing a lot more, doing a lot for the franchise, but for you to do all this to keep Kawhi Leonard to pay him is just insane. But hopefully it ain't true. But Pablo Torre probably got a lot more receipts that he's probably going to expose in the very near future.
company.
Yeah, I'm tired of him too.
Nah, keep doing the little work, my boy. Get him out of
And
here.
I ain't even mad that he reporting it. It's just like wow. Though. I'm telling you, that's why I gotta come from the Clippers, bro.
Because he keep doing it. So.
Yeah, he like I think
Nah,
they like
it
we
ain't the
willing to go
Clippers.
down and stop paying this fool.
They probably hitting Pablo hand.
Because every time
Yeah,
they say he
yapping.
lying,
They said, man, we got you, man. Take care of this. Man.
because we gotta get,
okay, I see the play.
They like we gotta get rid of Dennis. man.
Allegedly.
allegedly.
Let's
Get us
rid-
off the book.
Yeah, we get rid of Dennis. Maybe they can void Kawhi contract.
Something, bro.
Nah.
We just take a year or two ban, like suspension from the player, whatever it is.
Yeah.
We get fined, but they gotta void his contract.
Now it's interesting to see how training camp is though.
I know they hoping for something crazy like that. I know that ain't gonna happen because MVP has step in, but
Yeah.
Did y'all think the locker room wicked?
man, hell no, I
I'm
don't give a
Kawhi,
fuck
bro.
about
I
that.
already work from
Kawhi,
home, bro.
bro.
Y'all know the vibes. Get ready to hoop with me.
They really like, damn boy, you got them. You got a today here. Really, you the man.
Okay.
Man.
Damn.
Damn, why didn't you tell me about it? Shit, I'd have tapped in.
And Kawhi
Trying to
super
get that
cool,
money.
so he probably been showing mad love.
Oh, we're not gonna hear a word about this from Kawhi.
Hell no.
Kawhi gonna
Yeah,
lie.
he keep P. That's
Man.
what I do love about him. He know how to just be quiet and just. I'm gonna play tonight.
Keep getting that money.
Yeah,
That's all he do.
Uncle Dennis, this on you now, bro.
Yeah, hey,
asked for this
tell-
life.
hey,
Dan's
go
gotta
tell
do
them what
the
I
dirty
really-
work.
Hey, what I really need, man.
Yeah.
I ain't say that. They'll never think I said that.
Yeah, Kawhi Leonard definitely ain't talking. I'm looking forward to media day in the next week and a half, but if you think Kawhi Leonard's going to address this, I highly doubt it. There'll be people that ask him about it, but he's just going to try to move the conversation along, a no comment, an awkward laugh, and, it is what it is. Allegedly, he got an extra couple million. Don't know if there's any more money owed to him, but either way, it looks bad. Allegedly, Steve Ballmer, his legal team, the Clippers, they got a lot of questions to answer. Same with Adam Silver. I know he's like that players type commissioner, kind of soft when it comes to rules and regulations, kind of looking over things, but he can't overlook this only because this is a competition type of thing. You got a salary cap limit, but you allegedly got the Clippers undermining that and sliding some money under the table through another company that's pretty much, destroyed, a scam-like company. So you don't want to really deal with that if you're the NBA. And you got to try to address this, whatever penalties you have in place. it got to be real. It can't just be a couple million here or there, only because it's Steve Ballmer. That's really no money to him. So is he going to be forced to sell the team? Is this egregious enough for him to have to do that? Are NBA owners going to back Adam Silver because he's working for them? You got Mark Cuban. He's kind of like Steve Ballmer's mouthpiece right now, trying to debunk this whole situation. Again, Pablo Torre going to do his investigation journalism type thing. I know he got more information in the tuck that he's going to release as soon as he's able to clear it and make sure it's factual to the highest degree. Shouts out to Pablo for exposing Kawhi Leonard, Steve Ballmer, and the Clippers.